Are you feeling the vibes? I'm vibing. Are you vibing? Grab a glass of wine, listen to me ramble, and let's get this cracking. And if you're feeling the vibe, make your only hat lean to the side. And if you're The episode starts off with Phil waking up in the chair, the same chair he fell asleep in the same clothes. So he just woke up that way. He hasn't bathed, showered, nothing. Clinically depressed, clearly. It's just really sad to see him like this. True fans would never want to see Phil in this state. He's chewing on the medications like it's nothing, which I'm sure he's not even taking it correctly. So who knows? At this point, I just want Phil to get better. I'm sure we all do. Like, he has people that is willing to help him, but he's just not accepting none of it. We'll just see. After that, it goes into Bianca in the police station. As you can see, she just looks like she's seen a ghost. She looks really pale, but you can imagine what being locked up for over 6 months, probably just 6 months, what will do to a person. Like, this is the aftermath after Reece has been gone and disappeared. Clearly, she has to talk to the police. I'm sure she's telling them the truth and everything that's happened, but she's just looking real bad right now. Then after that, it goes into Sonia and Lauren and Jack and Martin talking about where's Bianca. She should be out. Jack's telling them, oh, she's still in the police station having a conversation. Then Martin comes and talk about, oh, he's going to kill Reece if he ever sees him. Martin, please shut up, sir. Please shut up. Because when Bianca was sitting there trying to warn all of you guys about Reece while Sonia was in prison, including Sonia herself, no one believed Bianca. If I was Bianca, I would actually be very upset and not be talking to any of you guys. Temporarily, of course, because you need your family, especially being in such a state. But at the same time, she was warning everyone. But, you know, it is loudmouth Bianca. She's always trying to make a ruckus, so no one wants to believe her. Now look what's happened. And Martin's talking about he's going to do something. Martin, you're not going to do nothing. Please concentrate on all your children and Ruby. Yeah. Do that, please. Thank you. After finding out Priya's in cahoots with Cindy, I actually don't even want to talk about them, but because it's in the episodes, I just got to give a little chat. Look at her with her gold digging eyes right now, honestly. So as you can see, she's still preying on poor Ian. Like, at this point, he's a mouse, she's the cat. She's preying on him. She's trying to get Cindy back her necklace or chain, whatever, to prove that he's the one that busted out the back of the head. Again, who cares? No one cares. Like Kathy said, and I quote, the person who hit Cindy deserves a medal, not a cuff. I continue. Anyway, Priya is now blackmailing Cindy to get £1,000 just to go and search for chains in Ian's house. Honestly, really, truly, if I was Cindy and this really matters, I would have bust through the house a long time and just be searching for everything and not caring. All this sneaking around and trying to be crafty and all that stuff, it's just so unnecessary. So much work for a chain. Just go and storm in the house and get your chain. But, you know, Eastenders fashion, they have to make it a little thing. They have to make it a drama, so go ahead. I don't think this scene is fully worthy of talking about, but I'm just going to mention it anyway because it kind of irritated me slightly. So as you can see, Ravi's sitting there in the pub minding his business. Denise walks in. Oh, why do I feel like you're just stalking me? I'm so sorry. He was already sitting in the pub. You walked in. That's not stalking. Like, if anything, you're stalking him. Like, God, she is just so desperate for attention right now. Denise is getting on my nerves. You don't want Jack, you don't want Ravi, but yet you're still fishing for attention from them. Women like her, yeah, they need a name. I think they have a name, but I don't know it right now. Someone in the comments just give me a name for her. I was going to say attention-seeking old bag, but I actually like Denise. Like, I don't want to disrespect her. But right now, this whole Ravi and Jack thing, it's just making me not like her. Just slightly. Okay, so this is my favorite part of the episode today. Honey and Billy, you know, they're Stendo. I've never heard of a Stendo before, a stag and a hen do joint together. But if that's what they want, I love that for them. Honestly, they're getting remarried, which is beautiful. I love. Everyone was there. The whole East End was there to celebrate them. And you know what made it actually perfect was the blast of the past. Gary and Minty. Like, when I saw them two, I can't lie, I had a little like, it's Gary and Minty. Minty or Gary, how you been? Like, we haven't seen these guys for years. The last time I saw Gary, I believe, he was on a boat with Dawn. So, you know, he comes in giving all the big, I'm successful and all that stuff. Later on in the episode, Minty was like, yeah, no, he lives in my loft. He's like, why are you telling the people this? You promised you wouldn't say nothing, but whatever. It was nice. It was beautiful. Everyone there celebrating their love. I love that for them. It was perfect. We know how I feel about this crow lady, but I'm just going to speak about it. Really, what I want to talk about is Junior. Like, you're having her in your Gaza, in your yard, sleeping and having a life in your home after she has embarrassed you publicly. Everyone heard a recording of her saying every time she sleeps with you, she thinks of your father, her ex-husband, your sister's dad, your dad. Like, I could never. That's just so embarrassing. And you're still giving her shelter. I would have kicked that lady to the curb and leave her there. Her own partner didn't want her. Why should you have her? He's really got mummy issues, honestly. Anyway, she was just asking him for some money to pay Priya. Yeah. Now, as you can see, gold digging eyes Priya, she is there having this fake date with Ian so she could do Cindy's dirty work. Like, honestly, that £1,000 is not worth what her job is, which is to find the necklace to prove that Ian is the one that busted her in the back of the head. So Ian makes the food. Priya quickly turns up the fire of the oven behind Ian's back, be like, oh, I smell burning, so he can quick go and check on the food while she puts laxative in his glass of wine. So when Ian is there busting that toilet, messing it up left, right and center, she is now searching through his bedroom for that chain. She heard the toilet flush, so she quickly hop inside Ian's bed they'd got underneath the covers, you know, trying to be sexy, like, oh, I was just trying to be sexy for you. Well, who came in the room was Kathy. Kathy is warning Ian about this girl. He is telling her, watch out. She is a tart. He needs to listen to his mother right now. Nothing too significant happened here, but I just wanted to talk about it because, you know, Ravi had me tingling in this scene, honestly. Honestly, it's like, you know, when a guy goes in for a kiss, but he doesn't, he teases you. That's what he did to Denise right here in this scene. And it just gave me like, girl, go get your man. Like, girl, go get your man vibes. Although I still don't feel like she should be with him. But I just want to say that because that man is fine. I think I'm going to say this every time I make a video, every time it's about him. He is a fine piece of man, honestly. This is when it kind of got a bit serious. I'm curious of when Bianca's mental state is right now. She's come back from the police station. She's not charged of anything. They're currently on a manhunt for Reece, but she is just so low. She didn't speak to no one. She isn't speaking to anyone right now. Sonia's there giving her a hug to comfort her, but she's not communicating. But really and truly, again, your sister warned you and no one listened. No one listened to Bianca and she ended up locked up for literally 6 months straight by herself. Like, she couldn't even bathe. Do you know what's so funny? I was talking to my sister today about the Eastenders and she said she read a comment that someone said, so is no one going to say Bianca smells? Because again, she hasn't bathed in 6 months. She used a bucket as a toilet for 6 months straight. God knows what that's doing to her mental state. Like, is she even able to communicate or be social with people? I really hope she can get out of this funk. Literally, I hope she showered too. My gosh. Like, because of you and everyone else let Bianca down, which held her captive for months. Everyone let that woman down. Everyone let that woman down and no one believed her. No one tried to help her. Everyone was talking about how they believe Reece. They believe Reece. Like, leave him alone. He's just a poor man. No, he is a murderer. He is a murderer. And she's the only one that saw it. They owe her a big apology. I wonder what they're going to do for her. So Ian cut the date short with Priya because of obviously the toilet situation. So his mum again is warning him and I bet he wish he listened to his mother now, but it's never too late because as Ian is now leaving to give Priya the leftover food, what does he see? The gold digger and the crow woman conversating. Now, he can't hear what they're saying, but he can clearly see they're in cahoots. That poor man can't get a break. But it's best to know now than later, Ian. That's all I'm going to say for you. Best to know now than later. Now, are you going to confront it or are you going to do some sneaky thing on top? Let's see. This is when it gets sad again. So Phil is now burning old family photos of his mum, himself, Grant, his dad, things that he had from the past. You hear in the background someone saying, Phil, where are you? So he was playing an old tape recording of a family video. In the video, you hear his father say, oh, Phil is always a letdown. Now, real fans know that Phil's father really abused him physically, like was hitting his son on a regular basis physically, and he was taking hits so his mum didn't have to. So now Phil just goes into the living room and smashes the TV. Like, again, he's going through it mentally. And it just got really sad. So there's a part where Sharon was talking to Mo and Mo revealed that Phil is the one that gave Billy and Honey the money secretly to pay for their wedding or for their sten, whichever it is. Sharon's now concerned because not only Phil's giving them a big chunk of money, he's sold all his businesses. He's not talking to anyone. She is highly concerned. So how the episode ended, it ended with Phil knocking at his old family home door, but his mother answers the door. Phil is clearly hallucinating because, as we know, Peggy is passed away. Barbara Windsor, who was the perfect actor for Peggy. I don't know who this lady is. I will not judge until the next episode. So whose door is he knocking on? He's clearly hallucinating. It's getting really scary now. And this is how the episode ends. I'm worried about Phil now. That was the end of the episode. Will Phil's hallucination get him in trouble? That's what I need to know. He really needs help and I hope they can find him in time because he's clearly struggling. But yeah, it ended there. To be honest, it was giving me red. It was a bit boring today, this episode, but they can't be all spicy pepper every episode. The best part was the blast of the past of Minty and Gary. I can't wait to see what tomorrow is saying, the last episode of the week. And yeah, I'll chat to you tomorrow. And if you're feeling the vibe, make your body hot, lean to the side. And if you're